Welcome back. Well, a local organization is doing its part to conserve and restore public access to Big Spirit Lake. One of their current projects is a century in the making. KTIV's Ellen Ide shares the story.
Templar State Recreation Area on Big Spirit Lake has been a tourist destination for over a century.
It was actually built as a place for the Knights Templar, part of the Masonic rite, to come and basically have a summer vacation spot.
The now serene park offers anglers a place to launch their boats and visitors a lookout point to enjoy Spirit Lake. But it was once a bustling mecca, drawing hundreds of knights and their families for their summer conclaves.
There really are only two structures here that remain from the original development of this property. One is the arch that we went through as we came into the park.
On Wednesday, June 25th, 1924, the Grand Commander of Knights Templar of Iowa dedicated the archway to Templar Park. And now, to mark the centennial, the Spirit Lake Protective Association is on a mission to restore and rededicate this local landmark. The restoration will include paint, woodwork, replacement of the iron rod gates, and a replica of the original light fixture. While the SLPA has a crew of dedicated volunteers, restoration projects come at a cost, and they could use your support. T-shirt sales have been a fun and successful fundraiser for the organization in the past.
But then it dawned on me we should do it with the 100th anniversary of the entry gate. So we looked up, with the help of John and the help of the museum, looked up some old pictures, and so we kicked off something to do a 100th anniversary shirt.
And those shirts are now available to remember what the archway once was and help it withstand the test of time for years to come. In Spirit Lake, Iowa, Ellen Ide, KTIV News 4.